can tell by all of this excitement that we all take pride in each other, and that's a wonderful thing. Especially necessary for love to be in the air and love to keep us together as we go forward. Scott Wiener said we've got to keep doing this. And we do because you know why? We're not just fighting the same fight. The other side has decided to pick on our children, trans children, and their families and their parents. How bad can they get? But let me just start by saying this. Yesterday, the Supreme Court asked us to turn back our clocks 50 years. We're not doing that. Yesterday, the Supreme Court committed the crime of a miscarriage of justice in what they did. And we cannot let that stand. Yesterday, as Scott mentioned, the Senator mentioned, we actually got a gift from Clarence Thomas because he spelled it out clearly. They're after everything. They're after family planning, they're after everything. And of course, they have their eye on marriage equality. But not just marriage equality, just the interaction of people to show their love, their friendship. And this is changing the culture of America. We cannot let them take away our freedom. And they made such a bold statement, and the Justice Thomas confirmed it, that this is only the beginning of the trouble that they want to start. But I didn't come here to talk about them, I came here to talk about you. Just happened to mention, because it's what's going on. I think that what I see in these rooms are champions of freedom. That's what America's about, freedom. That's what our founders established. That's what our men and women in uniform fight for, our freedom. That's what we want for our children and their future, freedom. And we have a branch of government propelled by a former occasional occupant of the White House who gave us this, and with Mitch McConnell, this right-wing court. But as I say, they're just jealous. They're just jealous of PRC and what you do, that, again, we do for each other. You've been a light of hope. You have been a light of hope. And that is what this country needs, more hope. You've been a hope for those that need the most, transforming lives, lifting up souls and spirits, and thousands of our neighbors are helped by you, as are their families. I was proud to talk to my colleagues about you and able to get $500,000 for the Hummingbird Place Navigation Center. Just so I mention that. I just want them to know about you and what a model you are for the nation, PRC, and what the respect that you command. So I've given 3 minutes to speak. Now, in the Capitol, everybody get the House, not the Senate. The Senate talks on it. In the House, we give people 1 minute. The Speaker's 1 minute can last however long she wants. And I've been known and renowned for speaking for over 8 hours for our dreamers in my high heels. But don't worry about that. I'm not going to do that because you have a big, long program, including a champion from Jeopardy, Amy Schneider. Let us hear it for Gary, Virginia, and Donna Sachet. Aren't they just remarkable? So we got a long program. We have a lot to do. We have celebrating. We'll be seeing each other so much over the next 24, 38 hours, 42 hours. I do want to just say this. You are a source of strength to our country. Yesterday, I had trans families in my office They had come to make a presentation to our members, and then I had them in the speaker's office so that they could be celebrated there, the children and their parents. These parents took great pride in their children. These children felt very loved by their parents. And I focus on that because of, here in San Francisco, we have some trans kids who are abandoned by their parents. That's why they came here to San Francisco. So when Scott says we have to continue this, it's not just continue for the original purpose, and I know he knows that. It's for their ever-expanding challenges that they are making in Texas, penalizing families who meet the needs of their children. Well, everything's about time. It's about time for them to understand that we're not going away. And I told these trans kids yesterday, it was so lovely. I told them about my grandnephew who's trans and how she just gets so happy anytime a public figure says something nice about trans, including our dear President of the United States, who's a great, and our Vice President of the United States. So I just say this. I told these kids, this is going to happen for us. Yeah. To us, it is inevitable that we will have a country that respects each and every one of us. It's inevitable. To them, it is inconceivable. Right. And we have to shorten the distance between the inevitable for us and the inconceivable for them. This community has done more to do that in the fight against HIV/AIDS, and everything that came after was because of the message of love and of friendship and of family. And people began to gain a different form of recognition, indeed respect, indeed pride in their family and their friends in the community. And I think that more than anything took us to a place where marriage equality just became so overwhelmingly popular in our country. That patriotism, that expansion of freedom, that respect would not have happened without the work of so many pioneers and so many of you in this room. And I always I loved Harvey Milk. You're all too young. Tom Horn, you knew Harvey, right? We all knew Harvey Milk. But we take great pride in his leadership, his courage, and his message of hope. Can you believe he has a Navy ship named for him? Again, it's just a matter of time. Let's shorten that time. But I'm honored to be with you. I'll look forward to seeing you in the rest of the day, tomorrow, and the rest. Right now, I have to go to my day job. If I didn't have that day job, you wouldn't be so excited about seeing me here right now. But anyway, PRC, you give us hope. You give people love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to be with you.